Alright, so today's problems are number 12, F and G. Here's the graph of the G of X, which is here, and also the H of X, which is for problem G, which is here. But we're going to start with G of X. So we have to find F of negative X. Basically what it's saying is multiply your X values by negative 1. So here we have negative 4, negative 2. Our X value is negative 4, and we have to multiply that by negative 1. So it's going to become 4, positive 4. The Y value is going to remain the same, and it's going to be minus 2. Now we multiply our next value, negative 2, by negative 1, and we get 2, negative 2. Remember, the Y value stays the same. And the next value is 2, 2. So we have to multiply the X value, which is 2, by the negative 1. And we get negative 2, 2. And for the last one, multiply 4 by negative 1. We get negative 4, negative 2. Next, we plot those points on the graph, which is here. So we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 2. 4, negative 2. And 2, negative 2. 1, 2, negative 2. And then we have the next one, negative 2, X value, and 2, positive. And the last coordinate is negative 4, negative 2. Negative 4, negative 2. Connect the graph. And that's your answer. Realize that from the original graph, all it did was a reflection about the y-axis, because this value is negative x. That's another easy way to remember this. Alright, on to problem G, 12G. We have to find the f of 2x. So the thing to remember here is that if this value, let's just call it C, so C equals 2. If this value is greater than 1, which it is, then it's a horizontal compression. And this basically just helps you with your final answer. You can pretty much reason it out that it's a horizontal compression. So basically what we're going to do here is multiply our X values by 1/2. Not 2, it's going to be 1/2. Is what we're multiplying our X values by. So we take the first value of negative 4, negative 2, and multiply the X value by 1/2, so it's negative 2, negative 2. Take the next value, negative 1, or negative 2, comma negative 2, multiply that by negative, or 1/2, we get negative 1, negative 2. Next we multiply 2 by 1/2, and we get 1, 2. And lastly we have 4, negative 2, multiply the 4 by 1/2, and we get 2, negative 2. Next we plot those points, so we'll just start negative 2, negative 2, negative 1, negative 2, should be here, just put an arrow there. 1, 2, and 2, negative 2. Connect the dots for the graph. And that's our final answer. Notice that from the original graph, it has been compressed inwards. And that is why it's a horizontal compression. And that is the answer.